Welcome to Melbourne, Australia. This is a rental apartment. I want to help you understand the prices here, the rental levels, and the overall cost of living. So this is kind of a student apartment. You don't have to be a student to live here, but typically that's what you'd get in this kind of apartment. It is an entry-level apartment. It's very small. You do get the furniture included, so you get the bed there and a few other odds and ends in the kitchen as well as a little TV there. So that's a bonus. But it is very small and it is entry level, very typical of the price range that you'll get here. Just reversing the image there, you can see the front door. So it's basically a bed and two little tables and a little chair and just enough room to walk to the door and to the bed. So there's really no chance to bring anything extra. There is a small little robe there that you can put some clothes into, but I'm not even entirely sure where you'd put the suitcase, the empty suitcase. We are a little bit light on room. And look, most Australians won't really live in a place like this, to be honest. It's not our culture to be like this, so most Australians won't live here. So it is made for foreigners, pretty much made for students, more accurately. Here's a close look at the kitchen. So you can see here, I mean, there's not a lot of room. Look at the bench there. You can really see that. You've got the kettle on top of the toaster. And no bench space there at all. So I don't know where you're going to cut things, but nonetheless, it's very efficient with space. And that's why it's cheaper than a normal one-bedroom apartment, right? Because you're kind of crammed in there. You do have a bathroom too, so you have your own shower, own toilet, a little area there for toiletries. It is a bit crammed in. It's only 1 by 2 meters, so you have to kind of be careful when you're in there, but it does the job. It's not too bad. And finally, we also have a laundry. This is shared. So this will be in a common area. You can see the stairs there. This is a common area. So you'll need to share this with other people who also own apartments or rent apartments inside this complex. It will be just renters. You won't get any owners in this area. And that's a floor plan. So 3.4 by 4.55 obviously is really small. It's about 16 square meters plus 2 square meters or 3 square meters inside the bathroom there. So you can see very efficient use of space. It is really for students or really people on a very, very tight budget. It's not somewhere where most people want to stay as a general rule. Although in saying that, if you are on a real budget there, if you're a student and you're not coming with any money, you can actually have these other agreements where you rent out parts of a room in a larger apartment. They're informal. I think they're mainly possibly illegal, but they're quite informal and you'll learn about those through other people. They won't be advertised on any websites. This is the city centre, so you can kind of see this rectangle in the middle here and where it says CBD, that's Central Business District. And a little red spike there, that's where you are. So this place is pretty much in the centre. It's a pretty decent spot actually to live. It's close enough to the action, but it's a fairly quiet little street. So it's not, in terms of location, it's pretty good. This map does show a few other fringe suburbs, North Melbourne, Carlton, Fitzroy, Collingwood, East Melbourne. But with this, you'll be in the city centre and right near all of the free trams. Here's a summary of all the numbers you'll need to know. So the rent is $350 per week, Australian dollars. And this is very typical of a micro studio apartment, fully furnished. This equates to $1,521 per month. So you need to multiply 350 by 52 and then divide by 12. So that figures a little bit more than 4 weeks. And translated into US dollars, just over $1,000 at the current exchange rate. And you'll need to have a deposit of 1 month's rent as well. And the government holds that. So fully furnished, shared laundry.